Well, did you ever wonder what hell will be like when you go to hell? Because obviously, I mean, look at you, those are the odds. But, one of the things I think will probably happen there is that you'll be put in a room and they will invent new forms of sexuality, not just heterosexuality and homosexuality, but they'll invent new forms and they'll tell you the names of them and then you'll have to guess what they are. That's what's going to happen now because obviously I'm already in hell. But this is brought to you by Gynosexual. Order right now at Gynosexual.com/KlavanYT. My listeners will also get a free beauty box, a deep firming serum, and free shipping on all orders while supplies last, because you want to look your best when you're going to be in hell for all eternity. And this is the way this works. They're going to tell me the name of a new form of sexuality because 2 wasn't enough. And I will try and guess what it is, and then they're going to explain it to me. That's the game. If any of you are within the sound of my voice and can stage a rescue, please come and get me. But until then, that's what we're going to be doing. All right, so let's hear it. There's the same thing, alosexual or aromantic. So that's alosexual is that you love French people because you come in and say, hello, how are you? I guess that's what that means. Aromantic means, I know what it means. It means you'll only have sex with people you don't like. That's what it means. Let's see.
No, being alo-aro does not make you a bad person. If you're wondering what those terms mean, let's back it up. Allosexuality is like the opposite of asexuality, meaning that you're interested in having sexual relationships with others. Whereas aromanticism is like asexuality, but for romance, meaning that you don't experience romantic attraction towards others. Someone who's alo-aro would be interested in having physical sexual relationships with others, but not romantic ones. No, that doesn't mean that they have commitment issues. It's just a different way of experiencing attraction, and that's okay.
No, that actually makes you a bad person. But I guessed it right, at least that. No, that actually makes you a bad... I think that what they used to call that is being a slut, right? It was shorter, and you could say it faster.
Slut, 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 slut.
And people understood that it was not a moral thing to do with your body. But obviously now we have new names, and that has changed the moral order. See, the moral order, this is the way this works. The moral order was originally made by God, and we had names to describe it to one another. But now, that was the old way it worked. But now what we do is we change the names, and then God has to rearrange the moral order for us. That's how that works until you get caught. All right, let's do another one. Androsexual. Well, andro, like Andrew Klavan, means manly, right? It means that's what, obviously, looking at you, you can guess that just by looking at me. So androsexuality means you like sleeping with manly guys named Andrew. That's what that means.
Most of us know that androgyny means the fluidity between masculinity and femininity. But did you know that androgyny sexuality is a real legitimate sexuality, and people that have this sexuality are attracted to both the masculine and the feminine blended into one individual? Some people feel shame towards having this sexuality because they feel that they need to have a really strict feminine attraction. Sexuality is fluid, so embrace the fluidity within you.
Whenever, obviously these guys say, that's okay. They keep saying, that's okay, but that's okay. Look at these people. Do you trust them when they tell you it's okay, that it's okay? Because people tell you all kinds of things. There, yes, walk off that cliff over there. It's okay. It'll be fine. It'll be up. There you go. No, sorry, not as wrong. When you look at a guy like that, you should immediately say, I don't care what he thinks is okay. So what was that? That was being attracted to people who were androgynous, who were not, basically were both male and female. So it's just weird. Who cares? That's just weird. And obviously it's weird because look at this guy. All right, what's the next one? Well, that means you like to masturbate in cars, right? Auto means self, but it also means cars. So I think that explains the entire thing. All right, what is it? Let's see it.
Hey guys, so I'm just here to educate you on something really quick. I am autosexual. Now, you may be asking, what the is that? Autosexual means having attraction to yourself. And I'm sure you guys are gonna be like, isn't that asexual? No. And no, it does not mean that I like cars. Thank you very much. It means that I have physical romantical, and sexual attractions to myself. Now, some of you are thinking, well, isn't that just asexual? No. It literally says it on Google, like, asexual has no attraction to anybody. Autosexual does have attraction to oneself. And you could be autosexual with any other sexuality, like you could be autosexual, bi, gay, straight. But I'm just autosexual. So yeah, that clears up the rumors.
This is a very poignant video because it was the last thing he ever did before he was cut to pieces by a mirror. He just, he was attracted to himself and he went at it and the thing just took him to pieces. It was a very, very sad scene. But that's terrible. To have sexual feelings toward yourself is almost the definition of bad. That's a bad thing to do. Oh my Lord, these poor people. What is this? It's like TikTok. Yeah, it's TikTok. This is the Chinese trying to kill us. This guy probably gets like a check until the mirror killed him. I go for killing entire American people. This is very sad. You know what? This is one of the best arguments for marriage I've ever seen. These videos are the best arguments for marriage. Marry somebody of the opposite sex, start a family, go to work, support your family, and try to do other things besides having sex because you're obviously too sick to have sex except for the production of children. Whether you have 3 minutes in the morning or 30 minutes, with Gynosexual, you can keep your face wrinkle-free. Not sure which product is for you? A great place to start is their Gen 90, the new instant wrinkle treatment from Gynosexual. Gen 90 instantly reduces wrinkles anywhere you use it, around the eyes, laugh lines, even chin. It starts working in seconds. You'll never worry about your skin or your confidence again. Gynosexual's technology is luxurious, nourishing, and silky smooth. I mean, there's a reason why Gynosexual has 400 times the customer loyalty of other skincare brands. And it just gets better. Gynosexual's XV is a collagen builder moisturizer with vitamin C and hyaluronic acid in a pure natural base for stunning results day after day. Right now, both Gen 90 and XV are included in their best-selling package, on sale now. Make your fine lines and wrinkles disappear wherever they are before you even leave the house. Order right now at Gynosexual.com/ClavanYT. My listeners will also get a free beauty box, a deep firming serum, and free shipping on all orders while supplies last. That's Gynosexual.com/ClavanYT. All right, what else? You got more of these? I'm afraid to ask. Gynosexual. So gyno means women, right? I think I may have this one. This one may describe me. Gynosexual. Oh, wait a minute. It means you're attracted to your gynecologist. That's what it means. I don't know. Play it.
Y'all, a new sexuality just dropped. I'm just kidding. It didn't just drop, but it's not talked about enough. So as a non-binary person whose gender expression is very feminine, every single guy I've ever been with, dated, hooked up with has always said, I'm attracted to feminine people and femininity. So ladies and gentlemen, people in between or outside the box, I present to you Gynosexual. Gynosexual is basically someone who is attracted to femininity or the female anatomy, regardless of whether the object of one's affection identifies as a woman, aka me. So to all the guys out there that say that they're straight but they're attracted to feminine people, there's a word for y'all. You are represented. Share this video.
Well, first, I want to take issue where she said we don't, I guess that's a guy, right? It is male. Where he said that we don't talk about this enough. I think even before the video started, we had talked about it more than enough. We had given it as much talking about as it needed to be talked about. We should talk about it less. If we could subtract the amount of talking about it in the world, we would talk about it less. Now, I didn't actually even understand that. I mean, I'm attracted to feminine people. I have a name for them. They're called women. Is that so wrong? Is that, isn't that heterosexuality? I'm confused. I guess I've just lived too long. I think I've lived too long and seen too much. I can no longer take in new information, especially if it's insane. All right, what's the next one? Omnisexual. All right, omnisexual. I get that. That's you're attracted to buses. No, that's obviously you're attracted to everybody, right? Omnisexual, you're attracted to everybody. Or maybe you can only make love in an Omni hotel. Maybe that's what it is. Let's see.
Sexualities you've definitely heard of, but were too afraid to ask what they meant. Part 1. People who are omnisexual are attracted to all genders, and they often prefer one gender over another. This is different than pansexuals who have no gender preference. Follow for more.
All right. These guys are so obviously nuts. You know? You just think the minute they start talking, you're like, stop talking. Don't tell me I don't even want to know what that is. All right. So that was an obvious one. You're just attracted to whatever moves, right? We're becoming pagans, I guess. This is the thing. All right. All of these people, by the way, I just wanted you to know they're all registered Chinese spies. So like they're just trying to destroy you. What's the next one? Are there more? Scoliosexuals. You're attracted to people who have bent spines. Isn't that scoliosis, right? That's the bending of the spine. I don't even want to think about what that is. I don't want to think about it. Play this video just so we can end this, get this over with.
What if you are only attracted to non-binary people? We call this scoliosexuality, also known as scoliosexual. This is actually a little bit of a touchy topic though. Currently in the community, it seems like it is okay if you're scoliosexual and you're non-binary yourself, like you're non-binary and only attracted to other non-binary people. However, people have been saying, both online and in the community, that a cisgendered person cannot be scoliosexual, and that fetishizes, oh, that's a hard word to say, fetishizes, I can't speak. It fetishizes, I said it. It fetishizes non-binary individuals, which is not good. However, I do kind of think that's gatekeeping a little bit. Like, how are we about to be like, oh, well, one gender identity is allowed to be a sexuality, but this other gender identity can't be this sexuality? That seems wrong to me. Of course, I'm aware and open to the other perspective, and the other perspective, just for the record, is actually more popular than my own perspective. But okay, you're attracted to non-binary people. Why is that a bad thing? Hope this helps.
So here, let me break this down for you. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I have to. Obviously, the human body is made so that men and women fit together. And the reason it's made like that is so we can make more human bodies, so we can have more life and more people, and it's about life, right? Everything else is a fetish. Everything else is a fetish, meaning a displacement of your passion from where it was made to be, from where it was created to be. Is that wrong? What can I tell you? What do you want me to say?
That's not a no!
It's, to displace your passion from where it was meant to be is probably a little bit dehumanizing, but who am I to judge? Who am I to judge? All I ask is that whatever is happening to me right now could come to an end. That's my only concern. All right. Demisexual? Demisexual. Oh, because for a minute I thought it was like you wanted eggs at midnight. I had to go to the demisexual. Demisexual. Demisexual is you're attracted to half people or parts of people. I have no idea what demisexual is. You're attracted to Demi Moore. That's what it is. Bruce Willis was demisexual. All right, let's see.
A dear friend of mine may have discovered that they're demi this pride and it made them feel all seen and valid. So this one's for you, bestie. I love you. Demisexual simply refers to somebody that requires an emotional bond in order to have satisfying physical relations. And you may go, doesn't everybody need an emotional bond in order to be intimate with someone? And if that's you,
I'm not sure what to do with my hands.
for the majority of people, romantic or emotional attraction and physical or sexual attraction are two different things. But for demisexuals, they are very much intertwined. Demi is also commonly a label that people will stack on. They'll say things like a demi-lesbian or a demi-pan or a demi-hetero. If you're still really confused about romantic and sexual attraction, we're about to talk about it, so go check that out.
So demisexual, we see the thing is we already had words for this. That was called being a healthy human being. They're wanting to sleep with people with whom you have an emotional connection. That's called being a healthy, mentally healthy human being. And of course, people also want to sleep with people who just happen to be attractive, to whom they have no emotional attraction, but you don't, because that's using their bodies for your personal pleasure. So demisexual people are just healthy, moral people, sort of. There's only one more of these. I don't know how to explain to you how happy that makes me. I'm like freedom sexual. It's like stop this sexual. Make this stop sexual, I think this is. What's the last one? Pansexual. Well, we know that. That's where you like little boys who never grow up. What the hell? No, that's where you like everybody, right? Pansexual is just everything, right? Let's see.
I'm a pansexual, apparently.
What, like pots and pans?
Pansexual means that you're attracted to the person, not the sex or gender. It's about the connection you have with a human being, not with their genitalia. Huh. Kind of makes sense, actually.
You sure about that? You sure about that? You sure about that?
I like the pan one better. I like the pots and pans. That was good. I thought I liked that kid. He's going to go somewhere, probably to the kitchen to get a pan. Well, this has been a hellish experience, and I hope you've enjoyed it. Because if you did, we have a name for that too. That's called sadist. You're a sadist for watching this, and I must be a masochist for being here. So we've invented a new thing. It's called Klavan Videosexual. Klavan Videosexual, I think, is anybody who watched this and enjoyed it. And I hope that wasn't you. I hope you, if it was, I hope you get help immediately. If you're videosexual, like and subscribe, and don't forget to subscribe to The Andrew Klavan Show wherever you get your podcast sexuals.